Check. I think we're live. I'm hoping we're live. Hello, everyone. It's 9:14 p.m. on the East Coast. You're sitting here in a dojo with the Pants Ninja and a bunch of people. So I'm gonna just check the chat real quick. Looks like everything's working fine. Hey Uzi, thanks for coming. Addy, my man. Lyrazone, good to see you. I'm sure some more people will be in here soon. So, welcome everyone. Tonight's discussion is something different. We're trying something different tonight. It's not quite a formal interview, more like a general idea of a talk, I guess, whatever you guys want to call it. Talking ideology with New Age, some spiritual stuff. So we got quite a panel tonight. I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna say hi, Lady Karma. You want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone.
There you go. So we got Lady Karma here, and we have Limitless Dreamer. You want to say hi to everyone?
Hello, beautiful beings of light.
There it is. I love it. And we got Dave. What's happening, brother?
Hey, howdy, y'all.
Excellent. You guys, welcome. I know this is your first time with all this stuff, so we'll take it easy on you.
Thank you.
Anyone in the chat tonight, if you have questions, tag me in them, and I will get them worked on. Jolly Roger, man, there's a stranger. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's funny. I haven't seen him. I saw him last night. I haven't seen this guy in months. Shows up out of nowhere. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna go through the panel right quick here. Everyone's gonna get a couple minutes to give a proper introduction, talk about the general idea of what you've come here tonight to talk about. You know what I mean, or anything you want at this point. Keep it simple. We're just gonna have some fun. Everyone's cool. So, Karma, you wanna do the little intro thing first?
Sure.
You're the first one on my list here, so all yours.
Thank you. I consider myself to be and got a few groups on Facebook. You basically
Cutting out on me
lives.
a little.
Cutting out.
Cutting out a little, hon.
Basically helping people change their lives. Whether that's with readings or coaching. So I am huge on the mind and how to do work with your mind, whether that's training your mind, retraining it, untraining it, however you want to call that.
Yeah, and you've been doing this for a little while now?
Yeah, for several years, I started doing my own little studying, researching, and practicing on myself. Probably about a decade now, but I actually got really serious into it about 4 years ago, and I started branching out, reaching out to other people, sharing my lessons, things that I've learned, and I've had a lot of success. I kind of impressed myself a little bit, I guess.
Well, that's always good. Yeah, we're gonna get a little deeper into this too. Like I said, this is just loose conversation, guys. So everyone, just relax, take off your pants, chill out. So awesome.
I didn't bring pants.
Well,
I'm good.
Golden. So yeah, you're gonna talk on retraining the mind, thoughts, meditation, spiritual subjects of that nature, I guess. Dig it. Let's go to. What did you call yourself earlier? The master of the universe, limitless.
Yes, sir. Master of the universe.
Perfect.
And
so you're going to talk about. I see. We were just talking about this a moment ago. The crystals, energy, chakra stones, and how is this Akashic records? Am I saying
Akashic?
Akashic.
Okay. Yes.
I have little to limited knowledge on any of this, so I'm very interested in this.
Oh yeah, super groovy.
Yeah, you've been in this.
This is the way in.
So this is the doorway, huh?
This is the doorway.
I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's something interesting. Hi. Oh yeah, chat. Hi guys, I see you out there. And hi Dave, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. How y'all doing out there?
Well, we're chill. Everyone's a couple people out there said hey. Just general nuisance right now, I guess. So we were talking a minute ago before the show started. You have some experience with like ghosts, paranormal experiences, and such.
Well, yeah, I'm a psychic medium, and
Okay.
I do a lot of paranormal investigation.
Excellent. Excellent. And you've been doing this for a number of years, I'm sure.
I've been a medium for over 50 years.
Definitely awesome. Lifetime of experience, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Oh man, I'm excited. I know you guys are all excited, so
I'm
Okay.
stoked, baby. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I know you are, man.
I am so excited to be here on the
Tell me about
dojo.
it. Talk.
I have been a fan for so many years, and to be here is just amazing. It's quite an honor. So thank you for giving me this platform.
Oh, of course. You guys, anytime you want it, like we'll figure it out. We'll get you on here. I'm down to help all y'all. You good peoples.
I don't.
Whatever help I can give. And I was gonna say, like, when I was doing the old radio shows, she used to tune in. First time I started doing this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I just thought about that, man. I forgot. I'm like, damn.
yeah. You would have shows late at night, and you would shoot me a link. I'd be laying in bed sometimes, like done with my day. It's time for bed, and I would just lay in there with my earbuds on, listening to you the rest of the night. Maybe.
That's-
And I didn't have pants on either, so that was probably a good thing.
Oh man. That's
Did I
you
make your day?
I think almost as much as Cadunt did earlier. Let me tell you. I'm keeping an eye on chat there. Sean, welcome. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. I see Doc in there. Hi, Doc. Long time no see, buddy.
Hi, Doc.
So but I am extremely excited. I don't have like a ton of like questions, so to speak. So it's more like we're just gonna converse on these ideas, and so let me look over this list here. I gotta compose myself a moment. Pardon me.
Compose.
Yes. All right. Let's start, Karma. Let's just start with you then. So give me a basic idea of what retraining the mind is, and how to even start branching out into that ideology.
You know what? I will give you the most important step. I will give you the whole foundation, okay?
Do it.
Short, quick, and sweet. So, okay, so like everything in life is a cycle, okay? Everything happens in a cycle, and it all starts with a thought, right? So, our thoughts will create our emotion. You have a thought, you automatically start feeling something about it. This triggers your body, okay? So, your thoughts create an emotion. And then that emotion will create something that I call the ABCs. So that would be like the action, behavior, and or choice. So once you start feeling a certain way, it's going to trigger you to either act out on something, it's going to trigger your mood, your behavior, it's going to affect your mood, and then ultimately your choice, your decision making. Hey, I just came up with a D, A, B, C, D. How about that? Right on.
Okay.
So so it's like when the thought first appears, you have to acknowledge it. You'll start to acknowledge it. You're like, hey, this is a negative thought. So once it arises in that moment, then you're able to stop it before it creates that negative emotion. And
so you're saying being aware of what you're feeling at that moment and realizing is the first step.
being aware, becoming aware of that thought as soon as it arises that moment.
Right.
So you're saying that thought that could affect you, right?
That's right. And
Well, there's your E right there.
hey. Thanks, Day. So you're able to stop that cycle. You know, it's like a car, and you're slamming on the brakes before the impact. As soon as that thought arises, you can tell it to kick rocks. You know, you push it out of your head. You know, you have to force yourself to start thinking of a better memory, a person, an object, something that makes you happy. Force yourself to think about that for as long as you can. And subconsciously, you're retraining your thinking. You're retraining your thought patterns by doing that. I mean, even like let's say bad breakups, you can't sleep, you can't eat. It's whatever. You can't get it out of your mind. And
Right.
that's a great example for forcing yourself to focus on something else, force yourself to think of something else. And no matter how many times in a day that pops up, you keep going back to that process by forcing yourself to think of something else. And the more that you practice that, the less those negative thoughts are going to be coming back up.
Okay, so it's almost like just get your mind off it type thing. Focus on this, like as you think you'll become type stuff.
Yeah, you got to be like a ninja though, dude. Like as soon as it comes up, you got to kick it out. We like to dwell on things and feel bad about things and try to come up for reasons and excuses, and just don't have time for that kind of stuff. There's no time for that. You got to be quick on your feet.
Right on, Dave. Limitless. If you have anything to say, feel free. Like, hey, I got something. We'll let you have the floor too. Like I'm gonna pass it around here.
Yeah,
Please, yeah, interrupt me.
Absolutely.
they know what's up.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Some
I
people
was-
feel bad when they change their thought. If you automatically think of something that brings up a bad emotion, some people like to actually stew in it because they might feel bad about discarding that thought.
Yep.
So it's all about becoming aware of and changing that thought. So that time when you say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid." No. How about, "Oh my God, I can't believe that. You're the bomb. Next time, try a different way,"
Mm-hmm.
And you
Positive.
change your energy. Yeah.
I dig it. Dave, do
Yeah,
you want to
you
say
have.
something on that, brother?
I'm sorry.
I'm just listening and enjoying.
Right on, man. Right on. I'm just checking. We're all. This is the first time I've had you three in here. I like to be as hospitable as I can.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Karma, you were saying?
You just. I was just trying to throw in there that you are the creator. You are the one in charge of your life, and even if it's something as little as changing your own environment, whether you're into candles or certain type of music or lifting a window for the fresh air to come in, it's like you have to create your own environment of what's going to make you at peace. It's going to make you happy. Yeah,
I get
I
where
guess
you're at.
that's it.
Someone wanted to say something.
Learning to change your energy. So here's the gig.
Sure.
How you live on the inside of your house reflects how you are on the outside. So, you want your home space to be comfortable, no clutter, joyful, maybe plants, like you said, open your windows, maybe have some good music, upbeat pictures, good colors, raise your vibration that way.
Absolutely. And it all starts with a thought.
Absolutely. I
What
agree.
is it? Every avalanche starts with a single snowflake, right?
That's right.
Indeed, it does.
Pretty solid. I've talked to some people about some philosophy before and things of this, and this sounds a lot to me like some of the stuff I read in Buddhist beliefs.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very close to that, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's like for me,
Mm-hmm.
when you ask me what are my beliefs, I'm a library of infinite knowledge, and I'm a library of beliefs, and I don't fit into one box. I'm not Buddhist. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm everything. I am the infinite universe. So
I dig
when
that.
people
yeah.
ask me what are my ways or what do I believe in, I believe in everything. So
No
it's
labels.
like not there's no label on me. Even for energy healing, I don't. People say, are you certified in this or that? I'm certified in my own healing modality.
Whoa.
And that's what I tell people. I don't like to put a label on anything because I am my own person.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I
cool.
think people just do labels because I don't know. It's easier for individuals in the general society to understand, I suppose.
It's
Like,
easier for them to connect with or relate
right.
to or
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
You know where I'm going with that.
For
Yeah, if you have
sure.
a label on something, then you can that's how you identify with it, but that
Excuse
could
me.
also be the wrong energy, you know? I mean,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, difference between right and wrong energy. Let's talk on that a minute while we're on that. I have very little knowledge on the whole energy. For me, is just like a feeling. It's something. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to describe it in a term. You know?
The infinite is hard to describe in words, for sure.
It is, isn't it?
Energy healing
Well,
is it's basically the art and science of sensing any energetic defects in the body, whether you can see it, feel it, sense it intuitively. That is what energy is. It is that it's just infinite consciousness, really.
Thank
well, I don't really believe that there is a right or a wrong or a good or a bad energy. I think everything in life is about balance.
Yes.
You know, you can't have the light without the dark. And the light, it shines, it illuminates the darkness, while the darkness, it, you know, covers and comforts. It's a both love and hate, kind of like what the sun and moon do. Same kind of thing, I think. I think we all have energy. It's how much we learn to control it, how adapt, and how evolved we are. Some people can learn to become more by using mind. And it was like Lady Karma was saying, that you're able to go beyond normal acts, feeling, controlling.
I got most of that. You were cutting out just a little bit during that, Dave.
Yeah.
1,000% though. Heard.
Yeah,
Really.
like talking about balance. You know, the light and the dark. You can't have one without the other, and that is something that I'm a firm. Like that is life. Life is
Yes.
balance to me. Um,
Yes.
And
Yin
another
and
thing,
yang.
another thing I believe in also is too many times I hear people, especially younger people, they're always saying that, yeah, I've made these mistakes or I regret this. I'm a firm believer in there is no such thing. Mistakes. It's always about lessons to be learned.
That's pretty solid. Life is lessons. I agree with that. I mean, chat, if you have anything to add, please throw it in there. See, this is like I said, I had a lot of personal study in Asian philosophy, and a lot of what you guys are telling me right now is tying into a lot of things that I've read before. So this is intriguing. I I'll tell you a quick story. When I was younger, I had some Mormons that used to come visit me and hang out. We'd talk about stuff. Uh, They tried to describe to me religion as a glass table that was broken up, and each shard is a separate religion. Apart, they make no sense together. They make, it makes a lot of sense. It's the story, I guess. It's fascinating to
Mm.
me that a lot of the ideology around, you know, it's just very similar. It's pretty cool. I'm starting to believe myself that everything is like one.
Yes.
Everything is one. There is
It's
only one. Absolutely.
it's difficult in the beginning because you were raised a certain way, and most of the time it's completely different than things that you end up finding out later as you grow older and you experience certain things. So
Get the experience.
yeah, and doubt plays a huge role in all of us. You either don't want to hear the truth, or you're scared for other people to think that you know or see or feel a certain way. And so, I mean, once you get over that little hump of your own self-doubt, it feels amazing.
It's
Also, right
interesting.
now, I think right now is the golden age of people who are awakening, who are becoming more aware.
Yeah.
More people in the entire world are waking up right now. They're questions. They're asking, what? Why this? Religion's certain. It doesn't matter if you believe in this person or that person or this God or that God. It's the fact that you believe. It's raising everyone's consciousness, raising the vibrations of the world. And that's why I'm a firm believer. Once we get through this virus, once we get past all this, The world's going to be even better than ever was.
I definitely am seeing some changes.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, man. And you mentioned being awoke or waking up. What does that exactly mean to you guys? Whoever wants to take it is welcome to.
An awakening is basically when you start living from your heart space. You become more aware and more, so your senses open. You look outside and the sky is bluer. You see someone on the street and you actually want to help them from your heart because you become empathic. So that's kind of part of an awakening. Everything changes. Your heart changes. And you start to wanting to know, what is your purpose here? And when you discover your purpose, that will lead to your mission. And when you know your purpose and your mission, that's it. You're like, you have passed go and you are going to collect your $200. That is right.
I dig
When
that.
you
Oh, please go ahead. All yours.
What?
when she was talking about, seeing the sky bluer, it reminded me, like, when I look around, I see things as life now. Like, everything is life now. Like, before, years ago, somebody cut down a tree, I wouldn't care. And I still might be a little silly in some people's eyes, but it's like everything that I look at now is life to me, and I appreciate that life so much more than I ever did before. And so that was, to me, a part of my awakening, is really appreciating things, and holding them so much higher than I ever did before.
Oh, absolutely. Everything takes on a new meaning.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
I always
Oh.
figured when you awaken, you see things with your heart instead of your eyes. Does that make sense?
absolutely.
That's a great way
Perfect.
to
Yes.
explain
Everything
it. Yeah.
becomes heartfelt.
More
And-
emotional, less
And we continually awaken.
Less ego. Yeah.
there it is.
We awaken.
Well,
over
I don't
and
know
over
about
and
that
over.
because I know some people who are awakened and still have an ego. Oops, does that
That's
mean?
correct.
Oh,
I do too.
That is
I do
correct.
too. Yeah, I do too. I still have the
guys.
ego.
I'll tell you something. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness. That's all I'm saying. It's good to be confident, not cocky.
That's right.
I walk a tight line, okay, on that one.
I see you on the
Dig it.
tightrope, actually.
Hey, that's balance, man. That's
Hey,
balance.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, last summer, y'all. Okay,
Do it.
I'm in the desert at the Storm Area 51 festival with Tammy. All right, with
Dreamer.
Limitless Dreamer, and we're out here. It just talk about limitless. The desert goes on forever, on forever. It was an amazing time.
That sounds pretty awesome. I was actually somebody was trying to get me to go to that thing, and I actually couldn't, or I would have been there. I was all about seeing some aliens.
Hey, we got shown on the, what was it? We got shown on the Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens. Yeah.
We got
Nice.
shown on the Travel Channel,
Yeah.
and we were interviewed by the AP.
I was praying for you guys at home.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Ooh,
it was a great time.
I got to interrupt. Hi, Ortiz. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Really good to see you. I hope you brought your what was it? Your Crisco. That's what we were talking about before. That's all I'm saying.
Crisco.
There was a story about. I don't want to get into it right now. I'll tell you
Aw.
guys after the show if you hang around a minute. Well, okay, yeah. Waking up, guys. I'm
Yep.
sure you guys are taking us all in. I'm looking at the chat right now. Alex. Oh, hey, Alex. I haven't seen you in a minute. Religion is a book. Each chapter is written by different hands trying to describe the same story. Right, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I also feel that people will twist a little bit of the religion for their own needs, their own agenda.
I think
Religion is man-made. Sorry.
Absolutely.
I think it's human nature sometimes. Then there's something we have to fight against. You know what I mean? It's that balance. Like we're capable of both whatever your subjective good and bad, I suppose. I mean, that's what I'm
Indeed.
picking up. You know.
Yep.
Let me see what else we got out here. Metal Man, hey buddy. Love to know what happened going down a different path at certain points in life, but ultimately no regrets, no matter how horrific the subject. It made me who I am.
That's
I
right.
love that. I
Amen.
love it.
I agree.
Metal Man's my dude, by the way. Shout out to him.
What up?
Shout out.
The bigger the
Ortiz.
stories, the better the lesson.
Yes. And
Oh,
I got some
no.
stories.
Oh, we're gonna get into that in a minute. We got a new person in
No.
chat.
No,
Hi,
no.
Elizabeth. Good to see you. Who are you? Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Alex is writing. Alex P out there in chat says woke equals true observation of surroundings without self-centered biases.
Oh,
That's
Man,
right. Yeah,
that's a
baby.
good one.
I like my people.
I like it.
Oh, I didn't shout out Lyrazone again because he wants me to gather the pants, my man. Haha. Religion is a smile on a dog, says Doc. Religion, philosophy. I think it's important for people to have some kind of belief like we were touching on earlier. Just in general, I think it helps people be a more positive person to have something like that, you know? So everyone out there, definitely it's worth looking into. So let me see. Back to the subjects at hand. So we were talking about energy and balance. I love it. I'm like, ooh, goosebumps on this. So, okay, let's talk about these records, Limitless. What can you tell me about this? Because I have no knowledge
Yes.
on this.
I have been
Nothing.
excited for this part.
Yeah.
Well, the Akashic records are basically the realm of consciousness where all information is stored, past, present, future, all infinite possibilities, whatever you want to know. That is where everything is stored, everything about you. Like I said, forward, backwards in time. It's the quantum realm. It's actually, if you think about it, Albert Einstein,
Mm-hmm.
Steve Jobs, Nikolai Tesla, they all shifted their consciousness. And that's where they were. They were in the Akash, you know? And that's where you can unlock your own codes. Knowledge is power.
The records of your soul.
Absolutely.
I've always been told that the Akashic records are.
Cut out on us, brother.
Dave, yeah.
Repeat. Rewind. Repeat.
Might be sounded like his service was starting to fade for a minute.
Did we lose you, Dave?
Well, Dave, if you come back, we're here. So the records of the soul is what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, like just like it's your library. It's got everything in it. Like I said, past, present, and future, before time, in utero. I mean, I've been in my records. I've had clearings in my records where I remember being in my mother's belly. So, it's like the quantum realms where you can just get clarity and insight from anything you want to know. The only thing about the records is you shouldn't go in asking when or yes or no questions. You want to better stick with what, why, or how.
Okay. And this is regarding the quantum realm. Well, let's talk about that in a minute. Quantum realm, can you give a brief explanation?
That's divine consciousness. That's where you're tapped into the divine consciousness, God. It's like pure light energy.
The ultimate being.
The ultimate being, absolutely. So when you're in the Akashic records, nothing bad can happen because you are protected by the light. They are the keepers of the record, and that is God, your spirit guides. You know, And you can't just be like, hey man, I'm bored, y'all. Let's go into the Akashic records and see what we can find out. No, it don't work that way, because you're in there going, well, hello, don't you hear me? Like, what's going on? You know, you can't do that. So you can't go in with curiosity, you know, only. You got to go in with love, pure love in your heart, and you have to prepare to go. This is a journey into the quantum realm. So you have to clear your energy, and you have to prepare before you go in.
I need to learn how to do this. I need to experience this.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. Actually, I'll take you in sometime. We'll go on to your own.
Yeah.
Sounds intriguing.
It is very intriguing. I mean, you can clear ancestral trauma, DNA addiction, everything. You can just, you know, it's like peeling away layers of a lemon. It's the same thing when we awaken. The more layers we pull away, the more magic we reveal. You know, same thing in the records.
I did have an experience once. Man, I was really going through it. It was about 2 years ago. And just one thing after another. It got to the point where I think I dropped a pair of clean socks on the floor, and I just had a major breakdown. Just something that simple. I just finally broke. And I was having other experiences, paranormal. I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. And I ended up coming across this woman who did this line of work. She would clear records
Yep.
over the phone. And I had
Yes.
never heard of this before. I was totally skeptical. I've been skeptical of all of this stuff. I only speak about and believe what I've experienced. So you'll never hear me say anything that I have not learned from firsthand. And I was on the phone with this woman, and she looked into me and my son and quote unquote cleared these records. And she's like, you won't notice anything right away. It'll slowly, gradually, you know, you'll start noticing a difference. And I tell you what, it wasn't even 2 weeks. And I just stopped one day and I was like, oh my God, like so much has changed. I didn't even realize it was happening. I even stopped thinking about that phone call. And I felt like 3 worlds had been lifted off of me. It was the most, I was totally beside myself. My mood was different. I felt better. Things around me just started falling back into place, you know, and I had totally forgotten about that phone call. And so I will vouch for that. I mean, it was a huge game changer for me.
Oh yeah, it's real. It exists. You do got to believe, you know.
Starts from faith, right? Faith in something.
Absolutely. And you can't go. Affirmations is good. Absolutely, affirmations are a wonderful way to raise your vibration.
That's what she had told me when we got off the phone. She's like, when things go wrong, you know, repeat these things. And I did it. All people would laugh at me, and I would even do it as a joke. You know, as soon as something would happen, I'd be like, you know, I am divine. I am love. I am light. I am, you know, or just whatever positive word I could think of. I'm stuttering over myself trying to remember 2 years ago, and it just worked. I don't know. It just worked. And I didn't need any more explanation. I just knew that it worked, and so I kept doing it. But yeah, there are results
does work.
to it.
Yeah. And you know, this energy gets stored in your DNA. So, you know, just like an operation, you go to a doctor and he cuts out your gallbladder or whatever, is, you know, it's the same thing. It's just an energetic operation, if you will.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, some stuff like clearing, but the Akashic Records is, you know, where you can find out everything and anything, you know. I think I touched base with you on that about, you know, my mom, why I picked my mom, you know, because we've never had a relationship. So I had to figure that one out, you know, and that I went to my Akashic Records for that stuff.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
And you can absolutely clear any record forward, backwards in time. You know, say in life you have a problem with teachers. Maybe all your life you grew up, and in high school you're like, screw the teacher. I'm not listening to you because I don't want to listen to you because you're a teacher. And so you just all your life have had this authority problem where you just don't like teachers. You know, you can go into your Akashic records and clear that because there's a reason for that. You know, that's old energy.
Yeah, I've always found that stuff like that past, which I'm a firm believer in, we grow. But I find that past lives, you can bring forward likes, dislikes, trauma, even birthmarks by.
Yes. Right. Cutting out on us.
Yeah, I was getting a little cut out on that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Dave, you still with us, brother?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay,
Keep
you repeat
your phone to your lips, baby.
Yeah, keep it to your lip.
All right. Well, like I say, I'm a firm believer in past lives. I believe that each one of us, we all lived several lives, many lives. I think these lives are what they add to our knowledge, our innate knowing. They can explain so much, likes, dislikes. They can explain trauma, fear. You know, this fear of water that you have that you can't explain, or maybe that feeling of deja vu. In past lives, they can even explain birth. Been told that birthmarks are usually a sign of how you died or were killed in your last life.
I've never heard that before. That's interesting.
I wonder if that's true. I hear that a lot.
I've seen some pretty gnarly birthmarks, so it could be.
I have
I
one on my
believe
butt
it's true.
cheek.
And I find when I do a past life reading for people, it seems to give them closure. It explains. It really helps them be able to move on and feel like they're needing this direction. Past lives really do help a lot.
It's interesting to think about past lives too, because that's used in a lot of different belief systems. Dave, actually, let me ask you this: for what's a past life mean to you, and are there multiple past lives? What's your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. Past lives, okay? They like I said earlier, I believe that past lives are we go through our lives learning, growing, evolving, teaching ourselves, learning. This is what we're here for. We're all trying to grow and ascend. When you ascend, I feel that you go to the light. So you're learning stages and levels. The more you learn, sometimes we make mistakes, 2 steps up, step. It's all the person. It's kind of like the different destiny, fate. I don't believe you can change your destiny. I think destiny is an ocean, and I feel that fate is a river, and it rolls to the ocean. But you can change how you get there. You can change your fate. You can either, arrive on a nice boat, or you can get on a raft. You can swim, or you can even slow yourself down and get off for a while and get back. But sooner or later, you always end up in the ocean. Does that make sense?
All the streams lead to one ocean. I get it. I mean, that makes sense.
Dave, I love you. I love Dave. I gotta say that.
Yeah, I'm digging this. Like, it's a lot to take in too. That's why it might take me a second. Like,
if you haven't experienced certain things, it kind of blows your mind a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
Yeah, past lives. I've also found that's another thing where in the same life, I find that people from one life always seem to get back together in the souls. They always to motivate or draw each other from life to life. That's a really good thing that Carl Jung, he put it forth in his theories and thesis. I'm a firm believer in also because this would explain twin flame, even soulmate. Why these people come into your life to help you move on, to help you learn, to help you grow. Seems like to me they go from one life to another, and just explains a lot.
Some people you just have that natural click with. You can always feel a certain energy with certain people. Things just come easier with some does others. You may feel like you've known them before but you've never met them in this life.
Absolutely. It's like that deja vu feeling, like
Oh yeah.
I've been here before. I've done this. No. And with certain people, it seems like you're more comfortable. It's almost
He's losing him.
oh, you're losing me. Am I back?
You're back.
You're
there
back.
you go, brother.
And what you're talking about, past lives. I can see backwards and I can see forward. When I was 18. My father sent me to the Bahamas. And I was given the gift of a shaman, so I can read people's past lives pretty easy. Some of the lives I've seen are amazing.
You're cutting out, Dave.
I want to see a shaman.
That was
Oh,
something I was touching base on shamanistic rituals with somebody the other day.
Ooh.
That was
I
very
l-
interesting.
I love shamanism.
Well, my plan is next year is to go to Peru, climb to the top of Machu Picchu, and study with the shaman, and learn and grow and become a better healer.
And
That's awesome. What was that, Karma?
Dave's gonna with him. I was just putting that there.
You're cut out on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Dave's gonna take me with him. I just wanted to put that out there.
I am a traveler. I sure do like to travel.
I used to do a little traveling myself, but mostly for music festivals.
Oh, absolutely. Like I say, I go to about 20 music festivals every year.
Oh yeah,
I've been all over.
that's kind of cool. Let's talk on that a minute, because I think that definitely. I've learned from going to several different types of festivals that there's a lot of like this kind of belief of, I don't even know how to describe it, just in the scene of certain festivals. You know what I mean? Um, Dave, let's talk about your experience with some festivals and what kind of festivals are you usually hitting up?
I usually go to music festivals, harvest festivals, hemp festivals. I'm a hippie from way back.
Nice. Okay. That's
Like I
awesome.
say, I call it parking lot camping because at the festivals I like to go to, usually right next to your vehicle, and it's kind of good and bad. I'm usually one of the oldest people there, but the music's always good and the people are good. Not saying that but it seems like when you get a combined of a lot of people all have great, they're all in music, they're all just kicking back. The energy is almost overwhelming. It's a group thing. I really enjoy that. I've been going to festivals for about 30 years now.
That's awesome, man. Quite traveled and well seasoned and experienced, I'd say.
Oh yeah, let's see. Probably the farthest festival I ever went to. I went to Woodstock, not the original Woodstock, but the one they had in the '90s, and that was a
I
lot
remember
of fun. I've also been up north to a place called Echo Lake in New York. It's in the Adirondack, and I saw Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson there, and
Oh,
let's see. There was also the Beastie Boys. There was also Bob Dylan. It was amazing. They say there was probably 5,000 people at this festival, and a cliff, out in a floating stage, Bob Dylan doing his.
that you still there? I think you cut out at the end there, brother. But I heard Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, and I've traveled to so many different states to see festivals. I love. For me, it's mini vacation. I own my own business. I'm a stonemason by trade. So for me, just being able to get away, leave on a Friday, and come back on a Sunday, that keeps me happy.
I get that, man. Yeah.
But
Actually,
what you were saying about the spirituality, that's what I get at these festivals because it's all about goodness, music. I've never seen any fights, any robberies. I've never seen trouble at these festivals. It's like people almost put away all their prejudices, all their hate, all their everything that makes them angry. Everybody leaves that at the door of the festival. It's an experience I always suggest and tell people you need to do this. It's really eye opening. It's almost part of an awakening in itself.
I was actually going to say that for myself. I started going to these music festivals myself, mostly underground hip hop, things like that. Some people out there know about that. We'll talk about that later. But
Whoop whoop.
yeah. But going through to them, actually, I was just going to mention, I feel like it woke me up to a couple things for sure. You know, the first one I was ever at, there was just so much of a love and everyone helping each other out. Like people were going to this show, they didn't have money. Cats were dropping them cash to get in. People were feeding each other, helping each other out. It was a beautiful thing. And I'm just sitting there thinking, it's a shame that humanity can't just take a moment, look at this, and be like, this could be us. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what's wrong with the world right now. There's too much greed. People, there's seems like, especially with rich people, they can't get enough, and it's really a sad thing. It's really, people should learn to, I'm a firm believer in working hard and making, but at one point you got to say, how much do I need?
Amen. Dan.
Yeah, no kidding.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's pretty fantastic. That's another thing. Like music does tend to do that to people. Like, have you ever? I'm sure all of us have been to some kind of concert in our lives.
Mhm.
And when you're there to see a certain group and you all like that same group, it's a mentality of, hey, we all fit together. We are, one. We get that in small doses. I feel like throughout life, and most people don't realize like that could extend further than this one little thing. It's hard to let go when you're in a situation, I guess.
Music.
Music heals.
When I first meet someone, that's the first thing I ask them is tell me a song describes. People will tell you something about themselves in a song that they would never tell you.
Very.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
it's actually that's funny. Yeah, songs are stories and emotions. Like, and it surprises me that sometimes it takes that to make a person more open to sharing their experiences and their thoughts and their feelings. A lot of insecurities.
So up
Is
there,
the
up
words to our songs.
so up there where you guys live, where you at there, Mr. Ninja?
Yes,
Have you
sir.
ever heard of Derek Woods or the Woods Brothers?
The name sounds familiar. I'll say
They're
that.
they're pretty good. They're pretty big. He's a friend of mine, and
Okay.
like I said, I met him last year at Hookahville. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Hookah, Acoustic Hookah. They're the world's biggest unsigned band. I go up to they own a ground up north in Ohio. I go up there about times a year. Really good swimming. There's woods, there's trails, there's cliffs. You dive off the cliffs, and it's just like being in a Never Land. I feel.
It's not. Yeah. I remember I was 21 and my sister started taking me to this open mic night in the area down here, exposing me to the local music scene, and that led to me getting into like everything we were talking about, like one thing leads to another type thing. Um, it started for me with music, all this, you know what I mean? I don't know, just you guys are just hitting some stuff, and I was like at a loss for words for a minute. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna.
That's.
Wow.
I love
I've
it.
always
Lost
found
for
that
words.
places seem to be more spiritual to people. There's certain places that each individual means different. I find there's a lot of spirituality that you can pull out of nature or maybe, a church or temple. I feel that there's a lot of that built into us. It's great human being to look for. Y'all know what I mean?
All that energy.
Lot good vibrations, right?
Yes.
There was a question in chat I just saw. I'm gonna scroll up to that real quick. Not, but like I said, everyone has an experience that leads them to one thing, that leads them to another, that leads us to this point where we're at right now. Jolly Rogers says opinions on the Kali Yuga. I don't even know anything about Kali Yuga, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Hmm.
Anyone got anything on that?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I've never.
Not sure.
Well, it looks like Jolly might have bounced, so I'll have to bug them next time about that. Something to look up,
Yuga.
kids.
It's fun to say.
Kali Yuga. Ole.
If you can even
Kali
spell it.
IT.
Yeah.
Yuga.
That's how we spell it. IT.
Got it.
Ba-dum-bum.
Super groovy.
Bad uncle jokes. I got them for years. Excellent. Okay, yeah. So we were touching on earlier, not to backtrack, but I'm going to backtrack. Energy. Okay, crystals and chakra stones we haven't touched on yet. Limitless, you want to give us a rundown?
Sure. Well,
Up to you.
chakras, our chakras are energy centers. It's
Yes.
basically where, our chakras influence everything, our physical, our emotional, our mental well-being. So if your chakras are not in proper running order, balance, cleared, then you're going to have, all those emotional problems, mental problems, any illness, anxiety, all of that stuff, that is stored in our energy centers. Even cancer,
Yes.
hereditary disease. If you clear and your chakras and your aura, you can clear all disease, addiction, forward and backwards in time. And that is our energy centers.
I was going to say it ties into the quantum realm and all the ideology before that.
Absolutely, it does. I mean, you can heal yourself. I healed myself. I did energy healing on myself 1 year. And I did it every day. And before I started energy healing and even knowing what it was about, I was on 10 prescriptions every day. I mean, I was taking all kinds of stuff. And when I became an energy healer and I started doing healing on myself every day, I stopped all the medicine, everything. And some of the stuff I was on for years.
That is amazing.
It's crazy. I mean, energy is everything. It is all there is. And you can wear, certain crystals and stones that will help and heal, balance your chakras.
I wear selenite around my neck every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
I carry different stones in my left pocket. Just depends on feeling and how I want the day to go that day.
See, that's interesting. I know, Dave, you were talking a little bit about healing too. How do you go about such?
Well, first thing, crystals. The way they work against the human body is crystals, even though they appear to be solid, they are in fact vibrating, and everything in the world is, their human body vibrates at a frequency than the crystals. That's the way they affect the human body. Certain crystals, they affect certain parts of the body. That's why people would use them to heal, to accentuate them, to help them. I myself, I'm more of an energy person. I'm both a
What was
transmitter
that?
and a receiver, but people have met me in person. They pretty much say that.
You're cutting out on us, brother.
You're cutting out.
Okay.
What kind of person are you?
He's a receiver.
I'm a transmitter.
You're a conduit.
Oh my. Well, that's interesting. Like,
People
we're
use
all-
crystals for their house too to protect their house. They'll put, is it clear quartz that they'll put on each four corners of their house or above their door for anybody coming into their home a clear quartz is supposed to block any negative energy that they'd be bringing in with them. So that's another thing that people can do with crystal.
Yeah, I always keep selenite, like what you have around your. I keep selenite on the door. I've always been told that it forces people to speak the truth. And
yes,
and really, to be honest with you, we're all three of us are energy workers. We're all light workers.
yes, we.
Light and
And
energy work.
it's almost like it's almost like a calling. I don't know about karma or whatever, but like I say, we are driven to do these help. There's so many different gifts that are given in these days. People are awakening. Gifts they have are awakening. People are becoming more empathetic because empathy, that being that's a power, a gift. Sometimes it's a curse. There's also people who can talk, speak. These are telepathy. And you have astral projection. These are all gifts that people are awakening more, and people are out that there's more to the human soul. Okay.
You there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you started chopping out right at the end there.
Okay. But like I say, right now, people have always believed in psychic gifts. You remember how, you say somebody is lucky or female or women's intuition. These are just ways that people have been trying to explain things they can't stand, things that are happening to people all over the world.
Right on. Sorry, I was reading. Yeah, I was trying to. There's some issues going on with the setup here, so everyone bear with us a moment. Trying to
Okay.
figure out. Okay. Limitless is having issues not hearing us at this moment.
I can hear you kind of. Now I can. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So we were talking so much. Like I'm all over the place right now in my head. Like light energy and the crystals and healing yourself. Like I don't even know where to begin with this. Like
We come to talk. We come to talk.
yeah, like talk, please. Like I'm taking this
Excellent.
all into because this. I was explaining to you guys off the show that this is something I do not have a ton of knowledge on any of this stuff. So it's like I don't even know where to begin to ask questions. I don't know, it's kind of winging this. So this is interesting to me to learn. I feel like I'm learning a lot here. But we were also
Well,
I'll go ahead.
yes. Well, I was going to say a lot of this that's going on today with this awakening. It's almost becoming like the new thing for people to do. Everybody's always trying crystals now. They're becoming in the vogue, I'm guessing. But really, the roots go back in prehistory. I mean, people have been using crystals, for healings for tens of thousands of years. Like I say, it goes back to almost like I say, and a lot of the new age people that are getting into this, they can really trace this back to Wiccan, which is it's not really witchcraft. It's more of knowledge of the world around.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. I used to actually date a Wiccan years back. It was interesting to try to learn. We never really talked about the beliefs much. But she always told me about this bright white aura I had and all this stuff. And I was at the time I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you.
You are.
Well,
I always.
that's fantastic.
Oh,
It
that's
was
cool.
it was I had to it took me like years and years to actually understand what she was telling me, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. Let's go with that. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's so many different kind of religions right now.
yeah,
Wiccan is just one, and really all of the New Age religions are pagan, in their
right.
beginnings. But there's such a difference between everybody's like always trying to tell me, oh, the Wiccan people and the pagan people are the same difference. And I said, no, because if you piss off a Wiccan girl, she might, send you
You're
love
in
and light.
trouble.
But you piss off a pagan girl, she's throwing stuff in her cauldron to get back at you right then.
True story. Not that I have experience. I'm just saying, pleading the fifth. Uh, it's fascinating. Like I said, it's fascinating to me that, like I said, everything is united as one. And throughout my personal journey and talking with you guys tonight, I've learned, like I said, balance seems to be the key, and just being aware of things is a good start.
Yes.
Be
Yes.
aware of yourself. Be aware of your emotion, why you feel that way. Maybe conquer the root of the issue instead of just putting a band-aid on the cut. Does that make sense?
I
Indeed.
feel as long as you're
Yes.
asking, as long as you're asking the right question, everything comes to you. That's
Yeah. It's all about the right question. Yes, and I have Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to thank me. Thank for me learning that.
I always felt there's no wrong question. There's no wrong questions at all.
Mm.
I
Well, since
think people would be in tune to what's going, start to open up to experience these things more if they would start meditating. I think that is a
Yes.
huge door opener. Like, back to the thoughts in your mind, stopping your thoughts. I used to think that it was impossible to go 1 second without thinking something, because while you're trying not to think, your mind is like, am I thinking? I'm not thinking. So you're like constantly, moving those thoughts around. But if you would just stop the thoughts, and even if it takes 3 seconds and then you're back to thinking again, if you would just throughout the day just try to practice that, you can meditate longer, the more that you practice. And that's yeah, you start to feel things, you will start to envision things, you'll really start to open up a whole other world for yourself.
interesting. So,
Meditation is the key into the realms of yourself, really. Your higher self,
let's talk about that for a moment. Now I'm sure people have a basic idea of what meditation is or what they've seen in a movie or whatever. Let's panel question two. I have one from Doc in a minute here, but let's get to this quick. So what is it to meditate to you? And we can start with let's start with Limitless. Meditation to you is
quieting your mind. Quiet
excellent.
your mind. Yeah.
Turning
So you
it
can
off.
hear. Yeah. So you can hear what's going on in there. When I first started meditating, I used to be, I've been on a long journey of healing, but I used to be super proud that I could shut my mind off and make it black. And so when I first started meditating, all I saw was black, and that told that told me right there that all my chakras were blocked, unbalanced. I was a hot mess because that's all I could see. Once I started meditating and um, using crystals, I did all kinds of stuff, meditation crystals, oils. Then all my senses started awakening, basically.
Okay.
I'm
Karma,
a big fan. I'm a big fan of meditation myself. I believe that everybody knows that I believe in grounding, which is getting out in nature, letting nature take away your negativity and giving you positivity. I've even known to hug a tree. And then meditation, it gives you focus, it gives you clarity. I always describe it as the butter on top of my pancakes.
pretty solid. I gotta say, I love you guys' enthusiasm tonight. Thank you. It's
Thank
fantastic.
you.
I just want to say that real quick. But yeah, most of the meditation that I was familiar with, like I said, stems from uh, Asian culture, philosophy, things of that nature. Karma, how about you? Let's finish this one off with you. Meditation to you is
I think they summed everything
Yeah.
It's just to stop the thinking, really. Stop the thinking. Drive yourself crazy.
Yeah. Turn off the thoughts, guys. Excellent.
It drains your energy. Like, you don't have to be doing anything physical, to tire yourself out. It can just be your thoughts, that drains you, that wears you down, and yeah.
Well,
When
go ahead, please.
when I first started talking to people about meditation and, encouraging people, because I am a light worker and I do help people awaken,
Mm-hmm.
every single person says, I don't got time. I don't got time. You know
Yeah.
what? There's 24 hours in a day. I'm sure you have time. If you wanted to stop at the bar, I bet you got time. If you wanted to go buy some new pants, I bet you got time.
Why
So,
would they want to do that?
right. They shouldn't if they're coming to this show.
There you go.
But so you gotta, make time for yourself, really. And
Right.
yeah, so that you can connect your higher self.
You can meditate while you're opening the refrigerator. You can meditate while you're watching your kids play, even. You can meditate just walking to another room. It doesn't really matter. You can meditate anytime.
That's a solid point too. Dave, please.
Well, I was going to say, it's all about detaching for me. I meditate. It seems like I detach my body. That's the way I'm able to look at my own self. You know what I mean? And I'm able to energize myself. I get a little clarity about things that I want. Also, once you master meditation, you'll be able to talk with spirit guides or your guardian.
That's right.
Absolutely. Cutting out.
I think what he was trying to say is, you can clear your mind and meet guardian angels, spirits, and such. Yeah, then it cut out.
Yes, I'm sure that's what he was saying, because that's where you do meet your spirit guides and and such. Absolutely.
Clearing the mind to allow other things to fill it. I think that, what was it? A bowl is most useful when it's empty. That was like Lao Tzu or something.
Oh,
I can't remember. Yeah, man, I'm like goosebumps, and my thoughts are like racing right now on different things. It's personal experiences. I used to meditate a bit, and like I said, open myself up to new ideas. I was raised in a basic Christian ideology, very loose. Like, we didn't have to go to church all the time. My dad always believed that you could talk to God or whatever you want to call him anywhere.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Comes from your heart.
yeah, my mom was the same way. She was, she always described herself as a hippie type back in the day.
Yes,
So
indeed.
it's funny, this conversation is something I feel like I've had with my mom like 20 years ago. Didn't fully grasp until this second. So that's a little bit of a personal thing going on with me right now. It's kind of cool.
It's very
Love it.
cool. I just got off of a virtual retreat to Mount Shasta
Oh,
because I was supposed to be in Shasta for 4 days on a spiritual retreat, an alchemy retreat.
Oh my God, you did that?
No, it was canceled. We're going in June, but
Oh,
I
thought you
did
said you just got back.
I did a virtual retreat. So we went on Zoom, and we actually there's a guide there on the mountain, and his name's Jay, and he's been a guide for 20 years, and he came on chat with us, and we channeled from the mountain, and it was amazing. We channeled Saint Germain, Mary Magdalene. You could see the energy running straight through his core. And when I went into my records, what I was told is that we are the human radio now. So it's time for us to all tune in, tap in, and fine tune what you have, your own radio. And us, like we are doing now, is to get out and speak Speak the truth. Speak what's happening, because it's all changing. We're going into the new world. This is new energy. Everything we knew before, gone.
I can totally understand that.
There's going to be
Absolutely.
144,000 light workers awaken, fight against the darkness.
I'm ready.
We are here. The Rainbow Warriors are here.
So have y'all ever heard about the dream that light workers have?
I've heard a little bit.
The dream is a gathering of light workers at the end of the world during the apocalypse. There's campfires going. People are drumming on the Stonehenge. Apparently, it's happened in Stonehenge. Thousands upon thousands of people had the same exact dream.
I've
It's
heard
kind
that.
of crazy.
You're cutting
Yeah.
out.
It is crazy, but so many people have had this dream.
Fascinating. It's
It
interesting.
is fascinating. Energy's amazing.
I used to look at things from a scientific manner mostly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
forget about all that. Dumpty dump. Sorry.
well, I
No,
believe
no. Just
balancing all
kidding.
things, as we were.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Science is a brother to, to, I'm going to say spirituality. They walk hand in hand. Sometimes, sometimes they interact with each other, but sometimes you can't explain either one of them.
And that's, I think, the ultimate human mission is to discover. I believe that we're builders, and we're definitely not living up to our full potential, no matter what you know what I mean. I feel that as a whole, not single groups or nothing like that. But it's nice, like you were talking earlier with the awakening and more people becoming awoke, and I see it from a personal experience. There's plenty of people out there opening their minds to new ideas.
I mean, it can be anything as simple as you're taking your cans back, or recycling, or caring about the world, or maybe making your home a green space. These are things that people are just starting to do, and it's really making an impact.
Oh yeah. That's the point. There was a big debacle of, speaking of recycling, whether it's really doing any good or not, yada yada. I don't want to get in on all that right now, but I will say I'm for it. If we can reuse it in any sense, let's try to do that.
Well, I don't think it's ever going to be. I don't think it's ever going to be a profitable endeavor. But
Right.
the thing about it is, at least we're trying. Again, we're awakening. We realize this planet is a living organism. I mean, look at how much cleaner everything is since we've had this shutdown. Lock. The ozone hole healing.
Right.
Streams and rivers are becoming clear. The smog in Los Angeles is gone for the first time in 17 years or 20 years. And, it's proving to us right now that we can do these. We can be better.
And that's something. And every person out there listening to this, take a step forward. Definitely look at yourself and what you can do to be better. Give a crap about yourself and your surroundings. Doesn't matter the belief. Don't let these beliefs divide us. Just have faith in something. Even if you have faith in nothing, I guess that's something too, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know. I've always found that belief is a difference between possible and impossible, between success and failure. You've got to believe in yourself, or you've got to believe in something, or you just don't go anywhere. It's that personal drive that inside of you, that thing that drives you, that makes you want to be. These are the things I think that make us human.
You guys are speaking through my own fucking thoughts right now. I love it.
Because we're psychic.
Yeah. What am I thinking right now?
That you need pants?
The exact opposite. You're
I
so
can't
close.
talk about it on here.
That's the right answer. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yay! Prize winner.
You win
Score
a free
one
replay.
for Limitless.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I love it. Actually, okay, so let's get to Doc's question here because I've been totally going back to this. All right, so Doc asks, do you believe that New Age is an outdated term? Uh, any thoughts on that, guys?
Yes, I
I
do.
don't really care.
Absolutely. It puts us in a box.
Yeah.
It's not about new age, it's
Yep.
about the future, you know?
Change. It's about
Yeah.
change.
It seems like when
Evolving.
people put labels on people or groups or ideas, it seems like they're trying to control it or hold it down or have some kind of control over the whole situation. But it's not a new age thing. It's just what's happening. It is the future.
Right, you're
People are
limiting
wanting
it.
more. People are wanting better. I mean, you still got your greed in the world, and you still got your people that are really messing this place up. But keep going like we're going. Another 40 years, the world's going to be a beautiful place again.
Evolve, evolve,
Indeed,
evolve.
it is. That's the new world.
Oh,
For,
Ortiz.
forget new age. Yeah.
Ortiz, why you feeling? He's in there giving recipes for chicken Alfredo or some crap.
I
Oh,
Chicken
love
Alfredo.
let me look at
Alfredo.
this.
That's
Smoked
funny.
Alfredo sauce with aged white cheddar. Ortiz
Wonderful.
is my buddy. I like that dude. He's gonna look back at this and be like, "Wow, I don't remember that." Nice. Well, I mean, let me double check here, but we covered most of what I had. Let me double check the chat here. We were talking about. I want to get back on this real quick. The ghost thing. Dave, you were talking about some experiences with the supernatural before, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like I say, I've been a medium for over 50 years. And
You
yeah,
so old.
but the
Oh,
thing about
sorry.
this
Sorry
is,
about that.
But a sexy old.
but everybody thinks that once you die, you die, and really,
Oh,
again, we were talking about energy earlier. Okay, energy cannot be changed. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be. That's what Einstein's law theory law says, that you can't destroy anything. It only goes to another place. I feel that that's what spirits or ghosts are. They're the same people that they've always been. They're just in a different being, a different area of being. They come and go in our life. They cross over, back. They
it's
try
all
and help us
energy.
all they can.
Limitless. What were you saying there?
I said it's all energy. We are all energy. It's what everything boils down to is energy. Spirits are the same. They're just energy.
Weird. It's
Mhm.
funny. The energy can't be destroyed thing. Before I even dove into this, I used to say that because that's from a scientific standpoint. You can't destroy energy, like you were saying. It can only be transferred. So, I mean, I can't say that I've had personal experiences. Karma, you were talking about something, right? You had some experiences with some paranormal before, during your awakening, I guess you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. Are you still there?
Yeah, I found out, well, I was told that I was astral traveling in that one particular experience. But I mean, I've lived in houses that have had active activity going on, even the house that I'm in right now. So I'm still skeptical on some of the things that I see on TV. All I know is what I've experienced. And so, I mean, yeah, it's real. Something's definitely going on there.
Don't be a skeptical, because that blocks your energy centers. Just be open to whatever is.
I mean, I try, I do, but it's like I'm a person that seeks for answers. I wanna
You'll
know
get
why
over
it's
that.
happening or how it's happening, so I don't know, it's how I would teach myself though, how I would learn, how I learn to open up is by experiencing certain things, so
Well, I'll tell you what, being a medium, I don't like to go to emergency rooms or hospitals. I don't like to go to cemeteries. I had one lady I went out on a date with. First date, she takes me to a cemetery and wants me to connect with her ex-husband.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
No.
I bet that was awkward.
That's
It's just,
funny.
it's yeah, and like I say, when I go into emergency rooms or hospitals, it's kind of at first you have to really kind of figure out who's real and who's not, who's
That
living
is
and
so
who's not.
crazy. That's so crazy.
As soon as a spirit, they see that you're a medium, that you're a little different, because I've always found that to be a medium, connect with spirits, you've got to have some kind of traumatic experience. A lot of people who've had near death experiences and brought back at that point, I've been able to see things, know things differently. But with me, it's just sometimes it's a curse, a blessing.
We lost you, brother.
It is. It's a blessing.
Curse and a blessing.
I see it all as a blessing myself.
Yes, that's how
Every single
it is.
thing.
It's funny as all. Sometimes I feel like life is a perspective thing too. Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. You can't even get me started on that. Nothing is real. I don't believe anything is real. It's all our own movie.
It's as real as you want it to be.
That's right.
Oh,
And
gosh,
everything that's happening has already happened. And everything that happens here has polarity, and it happens exactly somewhere else in a different realm. And that's where you get deja vu too. Stuff like that. Or where you say, oh my God, I think I just did that. You might have in a different realm at the exact same moment.
So you're saying that your soul can be two places at one time?
Absolutely. Polarity. Yeah. So whatever we're doing right, because we have to have, there's polarity. So there's good and bad, good and, okay. So if you're a saint here and you just do so much good stuff here, then you're going to have the polar opposite somewhere in the realms. It's going to be the opposite of you. Is that person might not be a good person, might be a bad person. So there's polarity, And then in the same thing too, what you're doing here in this on Earth, you're also doing in the other realms. So it's like simultaneous. It's fucking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but it's amazing. This shit's amazing.
Like
Man, I dig deep.
It sounds like some Matrix stuff going on here.
Oh yeah, I'm about ready to jump out of the Matrix when I go to Shasta.
It's a big thing to wrap.
You don't even know. I had a reading the other day, and everything you guys are talking about is like clicking, like right now.
That's
good.
Super groovy. It's meant to
it's
be.
Like she mentioned something about. Gosh, this is funny. Like something very similar to what you're saying about your spirit being in two places.
Yes.
And then she mentioned you're going to be Neo from the Matrix, I have a feeling, and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Interesting. Because I still am taking grains of salt in at a time with this lately,
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to get a feel for things. But at the end of it all, I was definitely like, wow. And now this is it's full circle, guys. I'm telling you, everything's connected.
Cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
Everything happens for a reason. Everything.
Me and my buddies used to debate if things really happen for a reason, or do we put a reason behind things happening?
Well, probably, yeah. I used to, so for me to say that, I used to be a seeing is believing kind of person, and I didn't believe in shit. I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in a higher power. I didn't believe in nothing. And then, so, it's kind of weird to see me. I'm a complete more than 360 turnover, I'm not even the same person. But that brings up another subject, because I'm also a walk-in soul. So where I had a soul exchange. Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means at a precise moment that there was a soul contract, that I had a soul exchange. can get real deep into it, but I was like, it was my time. I was checking out, so it was in my soul contract at that moment that someone came in and just kind of exchanged with me because I was very sad. That's a whole nother subject, so we won't go there. But
Right.
soul exchange, all of that stuff, everything, soul retrieval.
So
another soul to enter your body, so your body can continue to live.
That's right, because exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
That can be good and bad, though. That can be a good and bad thing.
Talk about that.
Well, personal experience. Okay.
Yeah, stay close to your mic.
Yeah, stay close to the mic, brother.
All right, my first wife, she died. Okay, and I shake her. I said, "Are you all right?" And I saw her eyes, and just like a machine turning back on, she came back, but she was never the same. Her likes, dislikes. It was almost like she was, I'm going to say, degrading or decomposing from inside out. She was not the same person. Where she used to be sweet and loving, now she was mean, horrible, and demanding. It was obviously a different soul had taken over once she had vacated her body.
Would you call that possession? Because that's not a soul exchange, I don't believe.
No, but that would be what's called a walk-in.
Okay, yeah.
She'd left her body and another soul walked in. And this soul
at that
was
precise
evil.
moment, yes.
And this soul was evil. Same person. It was like night to day. Just seeing her go out, seeing her click back. It was one of the most wild experiences I've ever.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Is there any way to protect yourself from that happening? Is there any way that you could protect your body, or I don't know, is there something that your soul or you could do to protect, to keep something else from entering?
But here's the thing, right? When you're alive, your body is alive, you're connected, your soul is connected to your body with a white, silver. As long as that string is connected to you, your soul, nothing could enter your body, nothing could take over. That's why, when you astral travel, why you shouldn't have to worry about anything trying to take over your. I've heard that in different psychic. Not true. As long as you're connected, your soul, you're living, you're more powerful than any spirit who's passed. But with my wife's case, my first wife, she had soul vacated. As soon as she had vacated, another soul.
We're losing you.
Yeah, we lost you at the end.
I always hear about this cord that you have to. I always hear about this cord. You have to, like, if you astral travel, you're supposed to imagine this cord so that you can come back.
You must always keep your silver cord attached.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well,
and I also believe like soul exchange or walk-in, that's in your contract. I don't believe it just happens. I believe it's in your contract, and at that precise moment is when you exchange. It's already, it's already written. Everything's written.
I think with her, it was a demon or a demonic entity took over.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said possession, because that's not. I don't think that a soul exchange comes in demonic, because I'm a firm believer in the light. So, but that definitely is more of possession or something. But
well, I wow. I like wow is all I can say right now, honestly.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
You're gonna lose power, aren't you, Limitless? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm like at 2%.
Okay.
I'm hanging on.
Yeah, I was.
Sure. I enjoyed being here chatting with y'all. Like I said, we are the human radio, so it's time to get it out there. The awakening, the psychics, the mystics, the visionaries, the dream weavers. That is what's new. Not new age. It's the dream weavers and the visionaries and those, that type of stuff. That's the new world, the new earth,
I
So
dig it.
it's been a pleasure with
Yeah. Do
y'all.
you have anything to promote or anything you want to, shill, as we put it?
No, I'm groovy. You can, yeah.
Right on. Right on. I always like to check just in case.
I
People do catch
appreciate
these
it.
on the replays, try to help everyone out when we can here. All right, Karma, you got any final thoughts, words to say to everybody?
Just limit your thoughts, people. Keep that shit in check. Meditate whenever you can.
Amen,
That's
sister.
about it. That's about
Amen.
it. And if you need some help, come holla at your girl.
If anyone needs directions, just you guys know where to find me. The links are under the description there. We'll lead you in the right direction, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so
You
happy
can always
you were here,
find us.
Limitless.
We're all out there. We're the light. Thank you. Thank you for asking me.
I'm so happy.
Definitely. It was a pleasure.
Well, let me get to Dave real quick. Dave, you got any final thoughts here, brother? Anything you want to
Well,
say?
I want to thank you for having me and having us all on. And I want to thank all the listeners for listening. I'm hoping this is giving them a little pause, a little time to say, maybe question
Yeah.
where they're at and where they want to go.
Absolutely.
And if anybody just finds this interesting, or they can always check us out on Facebook. We've got a group called Free Psychic Readings from Dave and Friends. Also have a group called Haunted Darkness and Paranormal. These are, these are what do they call, alternative on the edge groups. Check us out. Mention this program and I'll give you a free past life reading. All right?
Oh,
Awesome.
man. That's very awesome, Dave. That's awesome, man. I'll be sure to, when the video is done, I'll link the groups underneath the video too, so they can find you there as well. Make them easier.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, this has been, for me, an eye-opening experience. I hope that we have opened some minds out there. I hope that we, giving you something to think about, like our guests were saying. Yeah. We're getting ready. I'm not setting it up, but the ending is being set up as we speak. So I just want to thank our guests for being here. We appreciate all of you. Thank you, guys. For
Thank
real.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you all. Peace,
And-
love, and
you
light.
guys.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll definitely have you guys back at some point, I'm sure. I think this discussion's not over, personally. This might become a little series on here, depending on how these go. Might have a little different perspectives from walks of life. I like to give people, something to think about too. That's our goal here. Our goal is to take your pants and free you from the shackles of society.
Yes.
That's how we do. Shout out to everybody in chat. I see you guys.
Right on.
And Goatman gives us his blessing right at the end. Thank you, Mr. Goatman. Down with pants. Love you too, brother. Guys,
Lots of love.
if you're just coming in now, this is going to end in a minute. Get the replay. It's good shit here tonight, guys. So thank you all for coming. We're ready to get out of here whenever the ending's there. Beautiful. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace. Love y'all.
We'll see y'all around. All right, everybody just hang tight a minute.